What are the chances the Mavs win a Game 7 in that city?
The chances are high. I'm concerned with Phoenix right now because they gave Luka Doncic a chance to eliminate them in Game 7, right? And so what I've noticed with Luka is that I saw him play in Europe, in the EuroLeague.
Yeah.
And so what we're seeing now is that he was able to somewhat establish his dominance at a young age in Europe and then come to America and play against the guys here. And you're seeing that confidence now in the NBA. Like he's taking that same confidence he played in Europe here in the NBA, and he's dominating the game because his size and his IQ of the game is second to none at this point, right? So in elimination games, I just feel like Phoenix is now in trouble because of that. You know, Luka's a guy you don't want to have in elimination game 7. You can't stop him. He's a great playmaker. His precision is great, you know, in the plays he makes on the basketball court. So now I'm a little bit concerned with Phoenix.
Okay. I'm not concerned at all. Phoenix taking them out. I predicted Dallas was going to win last night, which they did, and I'm predicting that the Suns going to take them out in Game 7. I ain't worried about it at all. Luka's going to show up. He going to do his thing. I'm not sold on Reggie Bullock, Spencer Dinwiddie, Max Kleber, and all of these guys. Jalen Brunson's a different animal. There's just a level of poise that you see with his game that I love. And I'm not knocking those players. I'm just saying they're different at home than they are on the road. And then the road in Phoenix, because their crowd is no joke either. That's hostile confines. I believe that Phoenix is going to take them out in Game 7 on Sunday. I think I wouldn't be surprised if it's a rout. That's where I'm coming with this. I hope I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I doubt it. I'm telling you right now, that's how I feel about this game. Now, I would want to say this. 1 week ago today, Chris Paul turned 37 years old. Coming into that birthday, we called him the point guard. That's what we said. And we know how great he is, one of all-time greats. I think I got to double-check this stat. Is it true what I heard, that the brother got more turnovers than field goals since then? Yeah. He's got like 18 turnovers to 14 field goals made in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
This is not good. This is not good. And so as a result of that, he got to step up and remind everybody who the hell he is. Devin Booker has got to be that star we expect him to be. It's going to require a lot, but I think they got it in them.
The home teams are 6-0 in this series, so I do want to point that out. So
yeah,
the closeout game is in Phoenix.
Yeah, but they don't have baby LeBron minus the athleticism, and that's who the hell Luka Doncic is, okay? When I look at this man and I look at his killer instinct, I don't know how you don't appreciate it.
I do appreciate it.
That dog, that 90s mentality,
I think he's great.
That talking noise, and he bite hard. Luka going to take his ball back. He going to hop over that fence. That sign they got, the beware dog sign, he going to hop over that fence, and he might take the dog home. That's how special he is. He don't care. And so when I look at him, he has the capability, and he is the best player in this series. Yeah. Oh, you agreeing now? You remember you was tiptoeing. You remember Molly was tiptoeing the other day. He was straddling the fence.
I don't quite tiptoe like you. And we'll get into that later.
But I get your point.
I got to get you what I get. Hey, but listen, here it is. Look, he's the best player in this series, and all I'm saying is this.
After last night,
You could struggle. You could struggle from the field. Phoenix, I mean, I don't know what DeAndre Ayton is doing at the moment. He should be dominating in the inside, but he's not.
They ain't getting him the ball enough.
But going into
getting him the ball enough.
But going to Game 7 with Luka Doncic, look, I'm taking Dallas.
Andrew Perkins.
Wow, you're Dallas?
Yeah. I'm taking Dallas.
Dallas, and you're Dallas too?
No, I'm not. I didn't say I was taking Dallas. I just think that it's a difficult situation for Phoenix.
No, you're taking Dallas.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. You just our former son. That's
I'm not taking. I'm taking
then?
Phoenix in the Game 7 game, but I do need DeAndre Ayton to step up big time, and I do need Phoenix to give him the ball in the post so he can be dominant.
I've never seen you smile so much since you've been here.
He does smile a lot, but he is flaking a little bit. That's why that smile's on his face. I would say 2 things before we get out of this segment. Number 1, Devin Booker will be the best player on the court Sunday, Game 7. It won't be Doncic. It will be Devin Booker Sunday.
You got to write that down. You don't even.
I truly do. No, I think Devin Booker might drop 40. I think he's coming. Number 1, and number 2, if I'm wrong, there is a consolation prize.
What?
Dallas is not a bad city. Not a bad city. I just think it's important. I just think it's important to point out. And I'm not talking about them damn Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm talking about the city of Dallas. I love Dallas.
Oh, by the way,
Dallas
I
is
heard
not
you have a
bad.
surprise for Dallas fans
No,
later in the show. That's what
I
I
don't
was
know
told.
about that. Dallas is nice.
Okay.
Dallas is nice.
Wait.
804 points. The only Suns player with more points through their first 30 postseason games with the team is none other than Charles Barkley, who had 823. Perk, can the Mavs still win this series?
Hell no. Hell no. Look, I'm going off of last night, and what I saw a different level of play and its separation and its levels to this, Molly, okay? And when you hold a team to 80 points, that means you have a level that other team can't reach. Like we always talk about, and we preach offensive things. We talk about guys dropping 30 and 40 and triple doubles. I look at defense. Again, I still hang my hat on the defensive side of things and say defense are going to win you championships. When it matters the most, you're going to have to get stops. To hold a team, this Dallas Mavericks team, to 80 points, that means you have to be on a whole nother level. And when I watched this game last night, I said, oh, they done figured it out. The Phoenix Suns got that level. They know what it takes. They have that level of focus. They were closing out on shooters. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie and those guys were so frustrated, they didn't know what to do. Boxes and elbows was fields, no driving gaps, deflections, those little things, getting in passing lanes. All those things matter. The little things matter on the defensive side of things. And again, 80 points is what they held the Dallas Mavericks to. It's over with.
Well, I believe it's over, too, but it's not like I think it's going to be over in Game 6. I think that Dallas can come back and win Game 6, and then they'll go to Game 7 in Phoenix and get blown out. I can see that happening. I see Phoenix winning this series, but I can see Dallas winning Game 6 because I think that Luka is going to show up. Jalen Brunson, let's give him credit. I think he's the one person that has been himself. He didn't fold beneath that pressure that's compressed, against you when you're on the road. So Jalen Brunson, showed up in that regard. So you got Brunson and you got Luka Doncic. Spencer Dinwiddie has been a huge disappointment. 0 for 3, 2 points. I mean, come on, bro. That's just horrible. And then Kleber, obviously he was hitting threes. That didn't happen last night. He only hit one. And then you look at this kid, Dorian Finney-Smith, after he plays lights out the way he balled on Sunday. Okay, they said, okay, we keyed in on you. He shot 2 of 6 from the field and finished for 8 points. So, again, these are the kind of things that can happen to them, and I think it would happen to them back in Phoenix. The thing is, when they're in front of their home crowd at American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, I do believe those guys, those role players, up the ante a bit. They up their level of play. And even though I could see Phoenix beating them, I'm still anticipating that Dallas will squeeze out a victory for Game 6, force a Game 7, and then Phoenix will close the deal on them in Game 7.
See, you know the little things that I look at. I look at little things like, Coach Monty Williams benching Cameron Payne and rolling with Landry Shamet because he's more of a pest on the defensive side of things. He brings a little bit more to the table. See, that's when you dive into the personnel. Then all of a sudden I see, Coach Monty Williams play Bismack Biyombo some minutes. And you know why? Look. He came in, and Bismack Biyombo came in, and I thought he did a hell of a job in his limited minutes. But you know why a coach play a guy like Bismack Biyombo, and he's able to play JaVale McGee and DeAndre Ayton? One, he goes to his third-string center to send a message to DeAndre Ayton that says, you know what? If you don't want to come out here and do what we need you to do and be the best version of DeAndre Ayton and dominate these small guys in the interior on the offensive end and protect the basket, guess what? I'm going to roll with somebody else. And all they did was light a spark under, DeAndre Ayton. See, those are the little things. Dallas don't have the depth to depend on nobody else. When you make those necessary adjustments and those little substitution patterns and bench guys and roll with a different personnel, all of a sudden now things change.